You feel it, you know it. D-Raw Productions.
Houston Sports Connoisseurs brought to you by
D-Raw. What's up, everybody? It's your boy D-Raw coming to you
What's
with
going
another
on,
episode of Houston Sports Connoisseurs. I got my boy Corey with me today, as
I'm
usual.
back at it again.
Yep. Hey, don't forget to seek, listen, and learn to be a sports connoisseur, just like me, D-Raw, your sports connoisseur. Um, as usual, we always open up with college football. We're gonna talk about Week 8 of college football. Give our feedback on what we seen. You know, some good games out there. A lot of no calls and just a lot of BS. But you know, it is what it is in college football, especially when you got one of those blue chip teams going against another former blue chip team of the past, and they want to, you know, look bigger than what they are, but they really ain't all that. You know what I'm talking about.
Damn, is that how you really feel?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it right away.
So you
UT.
feel, so hold on, let me get this straight. So you feel U of H got cheated last week?
Oh, U of H got cheated all the way. Um, that UT game, bro, it was a damn good game. 31-24 victory for UT. Donovan Smith played his ass off in this one. He went 32 for 46, 378 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception versus Quinn Ewers, 23 for 29, 211, 2 TDs. In comparison of the two, Donovan Smith played pretty damn good. They kept the pressure off of him. The run game wasn't there though, but Matthew Golden, he played good, and all the other
How you doing?
receivers, Manjack played good as well. And UT, they played pretty damn good as well. You know, they did as expected with the running backs, 20 carries, 99 yards. Xavier Worthy, 6 receptions, 92 yards, a TD. But when we talk about that fourth quarter though, you know, coming down to a first down, given that we looked at the review, the instant replay, and we seen the running back cross the threshold for the first down, it was clearly a first down. And then they call a little injury timeout and come back and move the ball further back than what than expected by far. You know, that's bullshit.
So I'm not disagreeing with you in no shape or form because you was at the game, so you witnessed it firsthand. One thing that always concerns me about stuff like that, when referees miss penalties or miss calls and then they come back and be like, oh, it was our fault. How does that really justify it? Because at the end of the day, you still cost them to win.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like they're gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna play this game again," or they gonna call it a tie or something. You know that's the bullshit part about it. It don't really matter if they admit it or not. They need to clean that shit up. And then my thing is, how can they say that they reviewed it, and you could clearly tell that they couldn't possibly have reviewed that play because he clearly got a first down. Everybody in the stadium seen that he got a first down. Everybody from national TV seen he got a first down. Even the commentator said he got a first down. So, we look at that, bro. It's just ridiculous. What are the refs really looking at? But you know what? He was never looking at the play. He never looked at the spot of the ball. Because guess what? Come to find out, the referee, he went to UT Law School.
What?
Yeah, he's a former Longhorn. He went to UT Law School. So there was no way possible U of H was gonna get that call because UT was already cheating anyways. There's no reason that referee should be
Hold on.
anywhere
That's a
close to a
bold
Big
allegation.
12 UT game.
That's a bold allegation. Now, I understand he went to UT law and all of that stuff, but you are basically saying that he threw the game to make sure that UT came out on top.
Yeah, then you see him go out there and throw the horns up? Because I did. Then you see him go out there in that burnt orange with the black stripes? I did. Yeah, I seen it. UT cheated.
Oh my God. Wow.
UT cheated.
Wow.
You know who else got cheated last week as well?
Ooh.
UCF, they got cheated as well by Oklahoma.
Yeah, that was a close game. That was closer than what I thought it was gonna be too.
Yeah, cheaters. Both of these new SEC schools cheating as they make their exit out of the Big 12. And I don't understand why the Big 12 is allowing these guys to get this shine. Is it because they want them to make the playoff or something? But I don't think that's going to happen either way. I don't think neither one of the teams good enough to make the playoff.
Nah, I don't think no, because I think what the last spot is with Florida State. Yeah, I think Florida State gonna win out because Clemson not good and all the other teams that can really compete. I thought Duke had a chance, but then Duke went and just blew it against that little regular team that they played against.
Shit, Duke blew it.
Didn't work out.
Duke blew it against Florida State, 38-20.
So yeah, nobody's gonna beat them in the last little go round. So
Look, let's talk about the other big game. We had Penn State and Ohio State. Number 3, Ohio State taking on number 7, Penn State. Of course, it had a lot of national recognition because it's two big dogs, two top 10 ranked teams going against each other. I will be honest, the game was good, but it was not what I expected it to be at all. It was really kind of a boring game. But Ohio State did take care of business and get the
how
victory.
is it boring? That was a defensive juggernaut of a game, bro.
Yeah, but it wasn't like they was really just out there forcing turnovers and stuff. It was the same old game we always expect when them two teams play against each other. There ain't really no slobber knocker and nothing like that. Ain't no hard hitting or nothing. It's just a boring old plain ass. I'm gonna run the ball first, second, third down. Then I'm gonna try to, throw a pass here and there. That's what that was. That shit was boring.
Man, shout out to my boy Marvin Harrison Jr. Man, that was a big game for you last week, man.
Oh yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. bro, 162 yards receiving. He keep doing it every week, week in and week out, and he's just showing that he's gonna be a top 5 draft pick.
Hey, one thing you did prove me right on. Hey, he will be a solid number 2 or number 3 pick just on his just outstanding performance. Now, as far as who is he gonna be paired with to throw the ball to, who somebody gonna throw the ball to, I still don't know because Caleb Williams let me down again.
Oh yeah, man. Caleb Williams and USC, they went out there and lost to Utah. Number 18 USC lost to number 14 Utah, 34-32. Caleb Williams 256 yards passing. Wasn't enough to get it done. And once again, I claim that Caleb Williams is not truly a top 5 quarterback in college football.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I understand he's never beaten Utah. I get it. But at the same time, he has to really start shaking down and stop creating so many turnovers. I feel like he forces a lot of passes. And I'm noticing this now because he plays against the other team so effortlessly. But when it comes to Utah, I feel like he makes the most mistakes.
I also think this. I think last year was his home run year. Didn't nobody really have any tape on him and things like that. But this year, him being the Heisman of last year, everybody's watching tape on how to stop Caleb Williams. Everybody's drawing up defense to stop Caleb Williams. And now you kind of see his strengths and his weaknesses. Also, you kind of also see that if he's on the NFL level, it's going to be much, much harder because you got much better players that study film, and you got even better coaches that study film and put out, plays and schemes to stop certain players. And I just don't think Caleb Williams is going to be that successful. You can call me a hater or whatever. I just don't see it, bro.
Now, I feel like he has potential, but at this point, he really needs the right coach to mold him and guide him in the right direction. I'm not saying that Lincoln Riley can't do it or Cliff Kingsbury didn't do it. I'm just saying when he gets to that pro level, that he really needs to just find a coach that really just understands his type of game and just really get him where he needs to be. I hate to say it, but his dad might be right. He probably needs to stay in college another year.
He do. Just looking at him, he do. Shedeur Sanders needs to stay another year, and Caleb Williams needs to stay another year for sure.
Just to actually just polish him off and have them more refined. Because like Shedeur, he holds on to the ball too long, and Caleb Williams in certain situations, whenever he feels like, he needs to be, put the team on his back, I feel like he becomes very turnover prone.
Yeah.
And it's not necessary. So if that's the case, then who's going to be the number one quarterback taken?
Probably Drake May.
Oh man, I can't see him in no Bears uniform.
I can. I can see it. But we'll see. The thing is, really at this point, no matter how the USC season go, they probably gonna take Caleb Williams.
Yeah, because the
Especially
Bears need something.
especially
Well, you
after
know
he.
what? I don't even think the Bears have number one draft pick anymore. Oh no, they gonna have number one draft pick either way because of Carolina. So yeah, it's still gonna take you either way.
Yeah, they gonna take somebody. Um, did you see that Tennessee and Alabama game?
Hey, that game was good. Alabama should have. I mean, Tennessee should have pulled that off.
Yeah, I was highly disappointed, bro. They had them 20-0, and they let them come back
Yeah,
and beat
man,
them
that hurt.
34-20, man. 34-20 was the
I,
final score.
I just don't get it. Like, especially with you know Alabama having so many issues at the QB position, and I'm finally glad that they finally let Milroe just get comfortable in the pocket and letting him do his thing as far as like doing his check downs, progressing, making all the correct reads. I'm finally glad that Nick Saban is actually working with him instead of always trying to pull him out, put the other quarterback. You don't need to play musical chairs with the quarterback, man. Let them make mistakes. Let them try to figure it out. That's what the game is for. I'd rather them make the mistakes now early in the season than to make them when the game is really on the line later on in a bowl game or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Tennessee is just like A&M, bro. Like they can be having a good season, but when they face Alabama, they just never get it done. Never get it done.
I know that even last year with Hendon Hooker, I thought they was gonna get it done then. They just
They always
came up short.
they know how to fumble the bag, bro. They know how
And
to
I think they've
fumble
been
that
fumbling the
bag.
bag since the Peyton Manning days, huh?
Shit, yeah. They ain't. That was the last time they was actually dominant. Like they be having good seasons. I mean, they a good team, but they ain't good enough.
That's the Achilles heel right there, huh? Oh, Alabama.
Yep. And I mean, I guess to be fair, it's a lot of people's Achilles heel. But eventually, at some point, you gotta rise above your foe, man.
That's true.
Can't just let them be a nemesis forever. Uh,
I would have said nemesis. That boy got me thinking about Call of Duty. You know how you just lose to somebody so many times, the boy be like, your nemesis.
for real, man. For real. Um, BYU, bro, they beat Texas Tech 27-14. Tech falling off, and BYU is looking like the only team out of the new four schools that joined the Big 12 to really be dominant so far. They play UT next week, or they play UT today, I want to say. And it's a possibility that UT might fall off.
Hey, who knows? Is Quinn Ewers, is he gonna be able to play? Because I know
No,
didn't he go into like concussion protocol or something last
Quinn
week?
Quinn Ewers is probably going to be out for a couple weeks.
Oh, okay. I don't know if he went to concussion protocol or he hurt his leg or something. I was trying to remember which one it was
He
on
hurt.
the report.
He heard something, but he ain't coming back no time soon. Not today. I'll tell you that much.
And the crazy part is, I thought I was going to get an Arch Manning sighting. Nah, they put in another quarterback. That means Arch Manning must be really.
It's funny because everybody was looking for Arch Manning. They was like, oh, where you at? Where you at? But they had put in what's his last name? I think Brooks or something. Whatever.
Hey, that black dude did good though. The black quarterback they put in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did good. I'm not saying like, oh, but he get like what, $5 million in UIL money. I want to see what this $5 million look like.
Out there getting paid, bro.
That boy is a 4-string quarterback making $5 million. It must be nice.
Man, nowadays it's just like that. But Rice, man, they had beat Tulsa, bro. They took care of their business.
What?
Rice.
Oh, they blew them out too, right?
Yep. Final score was 42-10. Took care of Tulsa. Now Rice is now 4-3. Today they played Tulane though. You know Tulane is ranked number 22. It's gonna be a tough game for Rice, man.
Yeah, JT Daniels got to go out there and have a monster game.
Yeah. And so far, Tulsa, I mean not Tulsa, but Tulane been taking care of their business week in, week out. And you know, they was good with last year too. So I don't know. I don't think Rice gonna prevail in this one, but it should be a good game to see. Um, Texas Southern Tigers, they took on Florida A&M last week, and they lost 31-21 as expected. I predicted that they would lose that game. It wasn't as nasty as I thought it was going to be, but if you looked at the game, I did check the score a couple times. Texas Southern was actually right there in the middle with them in the game, but come second half they just got dusted, bro. So whatever happened, they coaches didn't make the right changes, for them to have some success in the second half. Um, just bad luck, Tigers.
Hey, that's the most hurtful part is when you have the hindsight to know that you can make the right change to get the team in position to actually win the game, and you just fail to do so. I think that hurts more than somebody like throwing a interception or fumbling the ball, because you pretty much are the coach. You see everything before the kids see it.
Yeah, for
And
real.
for you to sit there and just be like, okay, nah, don't worry about it. I know they're going to figure it out. Like, nah, bro. That's why you're the head coach. You make the final decision. If you don't like that play, or if the offense coordinator sees something better than what you see it, listen to what they got to say. Follow suit. Because I know more than just a fan see that, because, it just mind blows me sometimes when coaches just fail to or get scared to make the right calls. Sometimes that quarterback or that running back is not the right pick for that play. Move, do somebody else. It's a team sport. Not everybody's a Heisman candidate. Put your team in position to win, please.
Yeah, you got to do something. Hopefully they do something against Southern, because they'll be taking on Southern today. And
But that ain't too bad. That should be a good matchup.
Southern is 4-3. They're 3-1 in conference. I don't really see TSU winning this game, to be honest.
But at least I want them to be competitive. That's all I ever ask for. I don't care if you 0-7, because I think Sam Houston just got their first win last week. They was 0-7.
No, they got their eighth loss.
Oh, they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Oh man, that hurt. Because they was playing that little team. Hold on, I think they was playing with UTSA.
Yeah, they was playing somebody like that. I think Sam Houston will be a lot better next year. They got to get some more recruits and get some transfers in. It's gonna be
And
tough.
they had like 60 transfers.
Yeah, but we don't know where them players came from. They could have came from Arkansas Baptist.
Hey, look, you gonna quit making that team the butt of your jokes, man. That team was out there trying, okay? I know it don't look like it on the field or on paper, but they out there trying. They going to practice every day.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh man, cold-blooded, my boy.
PV, man, they lost to ACU 30-0 a couple weeks ago. I think they're coming off a bye, and today they'll actually take on Florida A&M in Florida. So
you said Florida A&M is good this year, right?
yeah, Florida A&M is good, and PV is coming off a bye week where they get to take them on and possibly get a win. But I feel like this: anytime a team come off a bye week, they should win the game, bro, the next week. Only reason I say this is because you got 2 weeks to prepare for this team. You got 2 weeks to get healthy, and 2 weeks to just tape, bro. Tape. You should have that team figured out when it comes time to play. So maybe
That's true.
PV can get an upset. We'll see. Um, Houston Christian University, they'll be taking on Texas A&M Commerce uh, today, and ACU is actually coming off a bye week themselves as well.
Yeah, they've been playing some good football as of late too.
Yep,
I like the way they really been playing.
yep. They've been playing pretty
They
solid.
had some strong showing about them coming off that bye. They had a win the previous week before the bye. I think they should come out strong and really execute.
Yeah, they should. They should, especially coming off a high note, coming off a bye. The week before the bye, you won 30-0, and now you coming towards a team that in Texas A&M Commerce that's 1-6. This should be a team that they really should demolish. I mean, hopefully, 2 weeks to prepare. Like I said, bro, they should knock this out the park at home for sure.
Hey, let's just hope they get it done, man. I'm looking forward to it. I want them to finish out the season strong. What now? Does NAIA do they have bowl games too, or is it like it's all just considered the same?
FCS, they have bowl games, but I don't think they have nearly as many.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
honestly, I think
I didn't know if they did like a
I
little
don't
tournament
I don't
thing
know
and
if
then they
it's
just
more of a
declared their winner like
bowl.
that.
I was
Or do
gonna
they
say
have
I
like
think it
multiple
is
bowl
like a
games?
tournament though, bro. I think it's more like a tournament that they do to get to where they gotta get to the top.
Okay, that ain't bad then.
Um, let's check out the daily lines for this week, man. So we already got a couple games that's complete. Let me go ahead and cover those since it is
Oh
already
man.
Saturday. Uh,
Hey Dana. Hey, just know you about to get roasted, my boy. About
at,
to get roasted.
hey, as he deserved. Okay, so Florida State, they got their victory today against Wake Forest, 41-16. Indiana and Penn State. Penn State, they almost lost this one. It was a close one, 33-24 against Indiana, man. But Penn State pulled it out. UMass played Army. Army lost again, 21-14. UConn played Boston College, 21-14. Win for Boston College. Man, UConn must actually be pretty decent this year, or Boston College is pretty bad. I don't know. But I've seen UConn get a couple victories so far this season.
Yeah, against teams that I can't believe they've actually beat.
Yeah,
And that surprises me too. And I'm not saying that UConn is terrible. I'm not. We've not been through this a couple of weeks before, but when you think of UConn, the first thing you think of is basketball, men and women.
right.
You don't think about football. You don't think about volleyball. Nothing. When it comes to UConn is all basketball. And for them to be actually very or decent in football, is quite alarming. But congrats to them, and I hope they continue to be successful.
Yeah, we'll see, cause they usually, yeah, like you said, bro, they usually don't put good football teams together. But we'll see. Maryland and Northwestern played against each other. Northwestern got the victory. South Carolina and A&M, Texas A&M played 30-17 victory for Texas A&M. Houston and Kansas
Like I
State.
say, boy, because if you would have told me they would have lost to South Carolina, come on now. South Carolina be getting dragged all year.
Yeah, but see, they've been getting dragged, but they've been competitive.
Yeah, because you had that long pause right there. I got nervous. I thought you was about to say they lost. That's why I was like, oh,
Well,
man. Okay.
look, hey, Houston and Kansas State, which was
No, man.
oh boy,
Sorry about that.
41-0 victory for Kansas State over Houston. Houston disappoints again. Donovan Smith goes 13 for 28, 88 yards passing, one interception. Will Howard 15 for 17, 164 yards passing, two TDs. Parker Jenkins has 12 carries, 56 yards. Sam Brown 4 receptions, 49 yards. And on the other side, K-State, man, they do 13 carries for 96 yards and two TDs out of Giddings. And Brooks, their receiver, he had 5 receptions, 83 yards, one TD. Looking at just the players in comparison to each other, you can just see how dominant K State was against U of H. Dana Holgerson is it's time to can him. I have no more excuses for him. I gave him a little break, because we was very competitive against UT, which was a top. UT is number 7 in the nation, so I give him a little break. But when you play a close game at UT and you lose 31-24, it's acceptable. Especially when it's not expected for you to win by far. But when you go to K State and you lose 41-0, I don't give a damn if the spread is 18 points. You don't lose no 41-0. You don't lose by that, man. So overall, U of H, they got to do better. They got to get better. They need to get a new coach, and most likely they probably won't even get rid of Dana Holgerson, but they have to go get new coordinators.
Now, I don't want to cut you off, but just do you feel? And I want you to be honest. I want you to be honest with the talent that U of H has. Do you feel they can still salvage the season and at least finish 7-5?
I was thinking about it, but honestly, looking at the schedule, man, they got Baylor up next at Baylor.
They can win that. They can win that. Stop. They can win that.
They could, but the question is, how is the defense? Honestly, bro, this is my problem with this U of H team. They're so unpredictable. You really don't know what you're gonna see out of them. Looking at stat line, 15 40 point shutout as a Big 12 team, K State. Against U of H, that's just sad to be part of that record line, bro. You don't want to be part of no stat line like that. Looking at Baylor, Cincinnati, Oklahoma State, then UCF, I do see us possibly winning maybe a game or two. Maybe. But to be totally honest, they probably lose another game, but hopefully they can win at least 3 out of the 4 so they could be bowl eligible. But right now, looking at how they're playing, looking at how Donovan Smith came out there playing in the defense, I just don't see it, man.
Man, that hurts because I at least want to give them the benefit of the doubt. And look, they probably just underestimated Kansas State for whatever reason. I don't know why, because Kansas State is a very good team this year. So far, I think they've only lost to what? The 2 losses were to what? Against ranked teams?
Kansas State, let me see. Who did they lose to?
I think
they lost to Oklahoma State and they lost to Missouri.
Oh, okay. Nah,
they wasn't ranked, but they was very close losses. Like they lost to Missouri 30-27. They lost to Oklahoma State 29-21. Respectable losses.
Yeah, 41-0 is not a respectable loss.
Hey, and to be honest, ever since Oklahoma State
was a respectable loss. They earned a lot of respect last week to just come out this week and just look like a bottom feeder.
Yeah, they earned a lot of respect last week just to come out this week and lose all the respect that they gained.
Man,
all of it's lost. All of it. It's
So tell me this: if you feel like this Dana's last year, what coach are you looking at to replace it?
I don't know. That's a damn good question. I'm pretty sure it's somebody in a group of 5 that we probably could go poach. Maybe. So
do you want something defensive or offensive minded though?
It could be.
You complain more about the defense than you do the offense.
It could be either or, but I'll probably take an offensive coach. But maybe that dude down there in Tulane, I mean, looks like he's been pretty competitive for the last couple years. If it's been the same coach,
it has. He turned that around.
And
hey, you know what's crazy though? You know who I think they should get?
Who?
And you might say I'm crazy for saying it. They need to get that coach from Nebraska.
From Nebraska.
The one that was coaching the Panthers, and then he went to Nebraska.
You talking about
name, man?
I forgot his name, but I'm bro. I'm against that. Because
bro, that's a good coach. Look what he did. Look what he did for Baylor before he went to Carolina and just lost it all. Lost all his respect.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But
Nebraska's not going to get the recruits that U of H is going to get him. I'm telling you, he can have U of H competitive, bro.
He could. But I don't know, man. That's a toss up. That's a toss up. Only I guess I want to see him make Nebraska competitive. So far, Nebraska hasn't done anything.
It's his first year. But you know what? I guarantee you, U of H gonna go after a coach like Cliff Kingsbury or somebody. They're gonna go after a coordinator.
But you know
I
what?
already know it.
I wouldn't be mad at that though. Cliff didn't do bad in Texas Tech,
He didn't. He
and
did.
we
And I
need.
feel like
I feel like
Donovan
this,
Smith
bro.
is still there next year. That'll be a great coach because he already came from that Texas Tech system. So all he's gonna do is just revamp.
I feel like this. We can go either way. Defensive coordinator type. I mean, defensive coach or offensive coach. But whatever we get, we got to get a bona fide opposite. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's the point that got to be made. So if we get a defensive coach, we need to get a bona fide ass offensive coordinator, bro, to call the plays.
But that's easier said than done sometimes.
Man, they out there, bro. You know, I honestly I wouldn't be mad if we went and got Kendall Briles
Oh yeah, that's a good pickup.
to be the head coach.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah, I
I
think
can't be mad at that one at all.
I think that'd be nice. But you know, let's look at some of the other games, man. We had this week. We almost done with. SMU defeated Tulsa 69-10. That was horrible.
SMU getting it together, bro. SMU getting it together. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I watched that game.
Yeah, they
SMU
are.
They coming along, bro.
Hey, they ahead of the
And
curve
I don't
too.
know if that NIL money already been trickling down to them or what, but they are just having like a flash of greatness out of nowhere.
Yeah. Hey, they ahead of the curve too, cause when I looked at that game, I turned to it and I seen they already started construction and stuff that they gonna be doing to their stadium and they little additions and shit. And I was like, man, U of A should have been on the same calendar as SMU. They should already be making transitions and additions to they team and shit as well. I feel like U of A's a little behind on that, man. I know they got it all in the plans and the works, but I think we should be ahead.
Because SMU finna pull out new uniforms next year and everything.
Oh yeah,
They finna be out there.
you know it, bro.
They finna be ready.
You know it,
I-
and the way I look at it,
As soon as that NIL money came legal, them boys just said, we putting balls to the wall. We finna do it all. New stadium, new everything.
everything, bro, everything. Well, not a new stadium, but renovations.
Hey, trust me, it's gonna look brand new because they can't move it nowhere. I said I wouldn't be surprised if they just do a massive overhaul with the renovations and just knock down practice facilities, rebuild it. I'm talking about redo the inside. I'm talking about gut everything out completely.
Hey, well, eventually that's what's gonna be the plan. They're either gonna knock some stuff down or they gonna renovate it anyway. Because overall, going into a bigger conference, that's what you got to do to be competitive, especially when you want to pull in recruits and they looking at your school versus UT or Oklahoma or Alabama and shit. You got to have something to bring the recruits in.
That's crazy. That college football is no longer about culture. It's all about how much money I can get in my NIL deal. I hate that. Isn't it? Because at one point it was all about like the program or just my dad went here or my mom went here or something like that. It was all about just legacy, culture. Oh,
Yeah.
that's out the window now.
Yeah, all that's out the window now
money.
because
That's
the
it.
number one thing about it is these players don't care about no culture no more. I mean, some of them do, but that they quick to transfer now. It's all about money, especially now that they allow NILs to get involved. So they go wherever they feel.
To me, that just really puts a major stain on college football.
Yeah, there's going to be some more stains out here because currently Oklahoma is losing to Kansas. Kansas came back and they making a big effect on the game. But some of the other games that's live right now, and I'm gonna make my predictions. You got Pitt versus Notre Dame. That's always a good game. You never know where that's gonna lead to, but Notre Dame being
It
ranked right now
is.
number 14 in the nation. I'm gonna have to ride with them.
Wait a minute. You said Notre Dame and Pitt is always a good game?
Yeah,
I,
they
I
they
never knew that.
they
Now,
play every
if you would
year,
have said
bro.
like Notre Dame and USC or Notre Dame and whoever else, I don't know, because they're independent, so I thought their schedule always changes. So
Nah,
you never know who
but
they really play.
but Pitt is like one of them teams they always play though.
Really?
It's just that
I'm not trying to sound lost. I really just didn't know that. I never knew that they actually played Pitt every year.
it might not be every year, but they play often. I'm gonna say that. But you got Oregon and Utah. They face off against each other. They're playing right now. The spread is six
That's
and a
cool.
half, leaning towards Oregon.
I think Utah might pull that upset off.
Me too, because Utah been looking damn good. And the thing that makes Utah different from all the other teams in the Pac-12 is their defense.
Yeah, and plus they don't have nothing to lose, bro.
Yeah, that too.
Oregon has more to lose than Oregon and I believe Washington. They have more to lose than any other teams in the Pac-12 right about now.
That's probably true. Utah don't really have a lot to lose, but they got a whole lot to gain if they get this dub.
And that's what I'm saying. And I feel like as the season goes on, they get to the Pac-12 championship game. It's basically gonna be a smooth ride for them because basically they can actually sit back and watch all the other teams just beat the crap out of each other, and all they got to do is get over this one little hump for Oregon, and they good to go. It's smooth sailing the rest of the way.
Yep. You got Georgia and Florida taking on each other. They'll be playing in Jacksonville. Those two teams they usually play every year as well. Georgia is favored by 14 points to win the game.
You know what? This might sound crazy. I know Georgia number one, but I haven't really seen them play anybody this year.
You haven't, and honestly, bro, this is probably the biggest game they got on their schedule.
Teams I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest game they got on their schedule right now. A 5-2 Florida Gator team.
So how do they stay number one within their strength of schedule is like horrible?
I don't understand, man. I don't know why the TV or media love the SEC so much, but these teams really don't play nobody outside of who's in a conference. And honestly, it's really hard to say that they really just put that much better football on TV or on the field or whatever than any of these other conferences because they games really don't be all that interesting. But I mean, looking at their schedule, remaining, it's tough. They got Florida today. They got Missouri next week, and then they take on Ole Miss and Tennessee, and then lastly they play Georgia Tech. So or including today, their next 4 games is all against ranked teams, and then their last game is Georgia Tech, which they should easily win that one.
Man, that's crazy. But we kind of call them the number one team. I don't get it, bro. I don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and
really
then they don't
hard.
play anybody until, basically the SEC championship game. And it's like they basically had a free ride the whole time. They ain't playing nobody important. So basically all of their starters pretty much just resting the entire season.
Man, they ain't really playing nobody hard because when you look at some of these other teams when they play outside the conference, they don't be looking that dominant. Only teams that really be looking good is Alabama, like the consistency. Alabama, Georgia themselves, and maybe Florida here and there, but Tennessee, like I said, like all them other teams, bro. To me, they're mediocre good. They're good teams, but they're not special.
Not at all.
Some of the other good games. Let's see, man. We got USC. They should beat Cal. That should be easy for them.
No, not the way they've been looking the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, but
nothing should be easy for them.
Cal usually doesn't put a good team together in no sport. But they are 3-4, so I wouldn't say overlook them.
True.
Um, Wyoming, they play Boise State. Boise State's 3-4. Wyoming's 5-2. Boise
Yeah,
State is actually
I knew you
favored
was
to
gonna
win the
find a way to
game.
talk about Wyoming.
Hey
The number
man,
one school.
I'm just saying, bro. I try to look at some of the group of five teams, man. Try to see who's standing out, and Wyoming is just one of them teams, bro.
I get it, bro. I know you got a crush on Wyoming, bro. I know, bro. It's cool, bro.
Nah, man, nothing like that. Tennessee and Kentucky. Now that's a good game. Those two teams, they got some old blood. Uh, Tennessee is favored to win by 4 points.
Really.
Yep, really. And they both 5-2. So that actually might be one of the circle for the day, man. You might actually have to watch that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a make or break game for both of them teams. Because whoever loses that game, excuse me, they might have a tough road getting to a very good bowl game.
Right, right. Yeah. Um, you got Ohio State and Wisconsin. Now Wisconsin's 5-2. Ohio State 7-0, of course. They play at 6:30 Central Time. Um, this is actually, yeah, Ohio State's favored by 14 and a half, but I think this game is actually going to be better than last week's game. I think Wisconsin is actually going to be more competitive than Penn State.
No, man. I feel like Penn State know they got to bounce back after that horrible loss because they was competitive all the way through to the very end because Ohio State won that game in the last few seconds, as they've done every week. But this is the crazy part. I really believe that even though Ohio State has been winning some close games against some good teams, I feel like they're actually going to blow Michigan out because of everything that's going on with Michigan right now.
That might be true, because by the time the last week of college football come around, they probably gonna have released like everything they gotta say about the allegations of them doing the sign stealing and all that kind of stuff, and it's gonna affect the players and then they gonna be telling them how they can't go to no bowl and all that shit, and they suspended or whoever getting suspended and whatnot. So that what you're saying is possibly true, especially if it's gonna take effect on them this season.
And honestly, that might actually be our next coach. Y'all might actually have to get Jim Harbaugh because he got to redeem himself after he get fired this year.
They ain't getting Jim Harbaugh, bro.
Well, somebody finna get him. If somebody gonna pay him.
Shit, if he ain't suspended himself. You got.
But he only gonna be suspended what? Half the season? Y'all still gonna take him?
I don't know, man. I like the idea though, but I don't know, bro. Colorado and UCLA play today as well. Colorado coming off a bye week, so this should be a game that they was able to really prepare for. Um, but I'll be honest, bro. The 15 points and UCLA favor to win the game, I'm gonna have to ride with it.
Oh, I take the points. If I'm a bid man, I take Colorado with the points.
Hey, I don't know if you watching the UCLA football, but they got a badass D lineman.
Man, hey, look, let me tell you something. Chip Kelly got that team playing hard, bro.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly got that team playing hard.
Hey.
People can say what they want about UCLA. UCLA is competitive every single season.
Oh yeah, they really made.
You don't pay attention to them because everybody all hyped up about
the basketball.
USC, Oregon, Utah, Washington. Nobody pays attention to what is it? Fresno State, and they don't pay attention to UCLA and Oregon State, and all them teams. And all three of them teams are actually pretty good.
Nah, the Pac-12 is good overall this year. But a lot of people when they talk about UCLA, they always start talking about the basketball. That's what they like to hype up. But their football has really been making big improvements, bro. Like they really they really have gotten better.
Yeah.
Let me see, man. It's not too many other games out there really just worth watching, but you might flip to one or two and find yourself watching it. Oregon State and Arizona, that could be a good one, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
What I've realized about college of all my years of living, it's always best to watch two teams that are terrible and two teams that are really good. That's when you're going to get the most competitive play. Because nobody wants to lose to the worst team. Nobody wants to lose to, and everybody always wants to beat the best team. So that's why I say you want to watch two teams that suck play. You want to watch two teams that are really good play. Because in college, there's too many one-sided games.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. And I think the one thing about college is sometimes like some of these matchups that they put together, you be expecting, the games to be good. Then you'll look up, man, the whole week of college football, it just be trash ass products on the field. You know?
Yeah.
And it don't even be worth watching. And that's the crazy thing. But when you talk about pros, it be a lot more competitive. It'd be a lot better to look at when it comes to like just the field of talent and what's good to watch on TV versus what's not. A lot of times pros is a little bit better to watch on TV, but I think the experience and just watching the game all along, I think college is way better because they don't have no politics like the pros, but it's starting to get there since they got these NILs and shit involved.
Yeah. Once they start making college football more about money instead of the actual game, we might as well just say it's just like the NFL at this point.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah, they starting to take the amateur out of football in college for sure.
It's the Houston Sports Connoisseurs. Don't forget to seek, listen, and learn to be a sports connoisseur just like me.
The Sports Connoisseur, D-Raw. Let's go ahead and transition to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about Week 7. And starting off Week 7, that Thursday night game, I know you was excited, bro. Jacksonville defeated New Orleans 31-24. Derek Carr, 301 yards passing. Alvin Kamara, he had another good game, 62 yards rushing, 91 yards receiving. These are all the leaders out of that game, but y'all still found a way to pull off that game and get the victory in New Orleans in the Dome.
So tell me this, because you watch the game biased, so you don't have no dog in that fight. I honestly felt like Derek Carr played a good game, but they still found a way to blame him. Even though the tight end dropped the wide open pass in the end zone, they still found a way to blame that man. Talking about it was a bad pass. How is it a bad pass when the ball hit him directly in the hands?
Yeah, Derek Carr, bro, he just got that name plate on his back where he always going to be a target at this point just because of David Carr. And Derek Carr has had his times and moments in the past where he has went out there and threw a couple bad passes, and you just look the other way and be like, God damn, Derek Carr. So, he always gonna have that target, man. But also them watching Drew Brees for all those years and then going through those little turmoil years of different quarterbacks and shit as well, with Drew Brees being there and not being healthy fully. It's a lot of targets on Derek Carr back. So, he just got to play better. But also, I think a lot of the shit is the coaching with them.
Let me tell you something. Hey, Dennis Allen getting fired, bro. I got a whole bunch of coaches that's getting fired this year. It's a whole bunch of coaches getting fired this year. Let me tell you something. And a lot of people don't believe me because, look, I guarantee you the Cowboys going to go about 13-4, 12-5. They going to lose in the divisional round. They finally going to fire Mike McCarthy.
They ain't winning that many games this year.
Dennis Allen getting fired because it's no reason. The only reason Arthur Smith's not getting fired this year because they actually winning in the division right now. Ty Bowles get to keep his job. Let me see who else. The coach for the Chargers. Oh, he done. Just go ahead and let that go.
Brandon Staley.
Yeah, Bill Belichick will be fired this
No,
year.
he's not, bro. He's not getting fired.
Bill Belichick will be fired. Well, you know what? You know what? You don't want to say it like that. Well, what's the proper word? He will be asked to resign. There you go. There you go.
That's
Is that bad for you?
possible.
He will be asked to step down.
That's
he will
possible.
relieve himself of the duties of coaching.
But you don't think that they will go try to get some better players first and then see what happens? Because I mean, to be honest, bro, that Patriots team is really just not that good.
Man, I could have sworn they spent like $90 million in free agency just 2 years ago. What happened to all those players?
I don't know. I don't know who they spent the
Like,
91 million on, but whatever it was, it's definitely not on the field.
yeah, because Josh McDaniels is getting fired this year. I'm telling you, there's a whole bunch of people getting fired this year, man.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Now, who they gonna replace them coaches with? I don't know. But
Hey, let me tell you something. If they smart, they need to be looking at these. Oh, Ron Rivera, I forgot about you. You tried to slide through. You getting fired this year, Bucko?
you think he getting fired?
Oh man, he is gone.
If you know what,
That dude is gone.
if they don't win 8 games, I can see that he gets fired.
And you know they're not winning no 8 games, bro. He's fired.
I don't know,
That
bro.
boy
I
got,
think
got Sam Howell out there just fighting for his little life.
Sam Howell be looking lost.
He looks horrible. Fired.
Well, look,
Fired.
man, Vegas, they lost to Chicago. Chicago got another victory. It was the battle of the
Dennis
two
Allen should have
backup
been fired
quarterbacks.
Right after that game.
Say that again.
Dennis Allen should have been fired right after that game. Come on, man. Come on. You lost to a backup quarterback that was undrafted and he was like Division 5.
It was the battle of two backup quarterbacks. So
Terminated, bro. Terminated.
they had Brian Hoyer starting at quarterback.
And whose fault is that?
Vegas.
That's right. Because who was all on board about getting Jimmy Garoppolo? That's right. Your boy, Josh McDaniel. And guess what? He's gonna get fired because of it. Like, when are we gonna stop normalizing, like, just pathetic play? Like, he wasn't good in Denver. He wasn't good as the head coach in Vegas. Why do we keep giving him chance after chance? Leave him as an offensive coordinator. He's not good at anything else.
I don't know. You know that's a big issue in all these leagues, bro. In football and basketball, baseball, like they'll always go fuck around and get some sorry ass coach that didn't do good. A couple years ago, he might shine for a couple years as a coordinator, and they go sign him to be their head coach again. Like he just got a newfound way of philosophy or whatever to like boost the players and make them better. And yet you already know, bro, what kind of product he's going to put out there, whether it's on the field or the court. You know what kind of coach he is, man.
That's why I don't understand why the Chargers picked up Kellen Moore. You saw what he did last year for the Cowboys. This man called the play to have Zeke line up as a center. In a crucial playoff game, you had Zeke line up as a center, and you thought that play was actually going to get you the yardage that you needed to kick the game-winning field goal. And yet you turn around, you have a blossoming quarterback in what's the dude name for the Chargers? The young dude they got. What's the quarterback name? Justin Herbert. Yeah, Herbert. Justin Herbert. So you bring in Kellen Moore, and the offense looks even worse than what it did last year. Like, you listen to Kellen Moore, you went and drafted Quentin Johnston. He looks horrible. He looks so lost out there. And you would think by Mike Williams getting hurt, like, he's just gonna be a plug and play. No, it's not the case. Because the Chargers, that's one thing the Chargers do have for sure. They have the offensive weapons. They have the offensive line. They have the defense, the pass rush, the secondary, and guess what? They are still 2-4 because they can't put up any points against anyone. They can't stop anybody. Then you got a head coach that makes some of the dumbest plays I've ever seen a head coach make in my entire life. But yet and still, they hold on to him like he's the greatest coach out there. No. No. When he cost you, when he was up 27-0 in the playoffs last year and they lost, that should have been your wake-up call right there.
Oh, like a Bill O'Brien call.
Yeah, but yet and still, this is the same franchise that fired Marty Schottenheimer when they were 14-2. This is the same organization that they fired the black coach that had a winning record too, and then they went and got this dude, and this dude sucks ass every year, and yet still they give him chance after chance after chance. And I'm not trying to say it's a black-white thing. I'm not saying because he's white he keep getting opportunities. That's not what I'm saying. But when are they gonna realize that this dude fucking sucks?
It's gonna happen this year, bro. It's gonna happen this year if they don't get on the right page. I tell you that much. It's gonna happen this year.
Bro, they are gonna. Hey, the way it's looking right now, with all of that talent, the Chargers look like a real 5-12 team, 6-11 at the most.
Yeah, they looking like a letdown right now. That's for sure. That is for sure. You know who else was a letdown this week? Buffalo. Or last week.
They won.
Buffalo.
Oh, no, they lost to New England.
29-25 victory for New England. Buffalo loses, and yet again, they're looking like very inconsistent, bro.
No, it's not. No. Don't say the team. Go ahead and tell the truth. It's Josh Allen.
It is Josh Allen.
It's Josh Allen. We hype him up like he just like the best thing smoking. Like, he's good. He only lost to Patrick Mahomes, or, he's good. He only lost to, Jalen Hurts. Those are great quarterbacks. I get it. But we just overlook all the interceptions. We overlook all the crazy plays, all the times he tries to force balls in the double and triple coverage to give Stephon Diggs the ball. Honestly, that's the only quarterback I know. If I'm a defensive back, and I'm going against what's his name? Gabe Wilson or whatever. I know you're not getting the ball. We just gonna be jogging up the field together, bro. You're not getting the ball, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man, what I was about to say. Fuck. I had something to say, bro. I lost my train of thought. I was about to say something about Josh Allen, bro.
Well, you can go and say it. We know he ass, bro. And the crazy part is, bro, they always talk about, he improved his mechanics. He been working on his accuracy and his deep ball. I haven't seen any of that this year.
Well, I will say this about Josh Allen. This year, he does seem like he has regressed. Like he's starting to look kind of like he did his rookie year. How he was just kind of making all those mistakes and shit, but then he'll make a big play here, a big play there. Sometimes I think he just gotta trust the system, but he doesn't. He always try to be amazing when he's not that amazing.
Man, honestly, I hate to say this, and I know this gonna sound real messed up. He trusts his arm way more than he should. And I know you probably saying he's a quarterback, bro. He's supposed to, but hey, I done seen that boy make some passes. You'd be like, bro, what the fuck is that? Who was he throwing the ball to? Who was open over there?
Right.
They was like, they drafted Dalton Kincaid. They only give him the ball. So you giving him weapon after weapon. The offensive line is good. You got James Cook. You got a solid running back. They barely run the ball. He's so busy trying to throw the ball, and then he make these crazy runs. Like, bruh, like just let it go, bro.
Right.
Just cut it out, bro.
Well,
Cut
look.
it out.
Well, look. It was a lot of up and down games out the week. I'm gonna go ahead and fly through the rest of these games so we can get to this, current week, upcoming week, and give our predictions because we got a lot more to cover and a little time to do so. So look, Washington, they lost to the Giants 14-7. Atlanta played Tampa Bay. Atlanta beat them 16-13. Detroit played Baltimore. Baltimore disrespectively whooped Detroit 38-6, which was, a game that I definitely did not see coming. Pitt took care of the LA Rams 24-17. Seattle defeated Arizona 20-10. Denver defeated Green Bay 19-17. Another game where I expected Green Bay to show up, and yet again, bro, they take another L. 31-17. That's true. 31-17 victory for Kansas City against the LA Chargers. And Philadelphia beats Miami 31-17 as well. And honestly, if that was going to be the Super Bowl that we was looking forward to, I'm happy it wasn't because, man, I was not expecting Miami to go out there and lay an egg like that.
Nah, number one, hold on. Xavier Howard didn't play. Jalen Ramsey ain't came back yet. And then you already know Miami finna make a trade. They finna get some more pass rush. So, hey, look, don't count them out yet. Don't count them out yet. But the rich do keep getting richer because you see Tennessee just traded Kevin Byard to Philadelphia, which I don't understand, but they still got Ryan Tannehill.
Sometimes you can't never have too much, man.
You getting fired, bro. Mike Vrabel, you getting fired, bro.
Hey.
I forgot to call your name, bro. You almost slipped through the cracks, too.
That's because he's going to be there next year, bro, and you know it.
Cap.
Hey, look.
That's like saying Ryan Tannehill going to be there next year.
Monday night was the biggest surprise for me of last week. Minnesota beating San Francisco 22-17, and Kirk Cousins.
Not to me.
Huh?
Bro, think about it. Let's be real, bro. Because you're a realist. People are starting to figure out Brock Purdy, bro. That's all it is.
That could possibly be true.
He just get everybody thought so. This is what y'all gotta realize. Do you know who the 49ers remind us of? They remind us of the 2000
Ravens?
Baltimore Ravens. The 2000 Ravens.
I don't think they defense
do you know
that
who Brock
good.
Purdy is? Brock Purdy is nothing more than a glorified
they do got Fred
Warner.
Warner. You might have a comparison there, but I don't know. I mean, yeah,
bro,
they probably about
shit.
the same.
It's the same shit, bro. They gonna call the simplest plays for him to execute. He got the best skill position players to execute them, so he don't have to do nothing.
Well, hey, that's the way it's supposed to be, don't it?
True.
Easy come,
True.
easy goes.
No. Without Deebo Samuel, he's been struggling. When Christian McCaffrey went down, oh man, he was really struggling. And then you got to realize too, Christian McCaffrey played injured in that game on Monday night, but he's still active. And then he didn't have his left tackle. I don't even think Trent Williams played, bro. You need all of them pieces in order for him to be successful, bro. It's the only way they're gonna win. You gotta have everybody on the field for him, bro. Everybody.
Well, I mean, bro, let's not take too much credit from Brock Purdy because he do not extend plays and make stuff happen. And he just, it's possible that, he just had one of those games where he just laid an egg a little bit, took a shit, but they'll be back. 49ers is still one of the best teams in NFL right now.
I'm not taking nothing away from them, bro. But at the same time, you know something not right, bro, when they refuse to start Sam Darnold. It's just the fact that Brock Purdy just know the system better than all the other quarterbacks they had.
No, it's just the fact that Brock Purdy is light years better than what they got now, bro, and they didn't traded away any potential quarterback that could be better than Brock Purdy. So they got to stick with
Trey
it
Lance
and
wasn't
ride
good.
it.
Don't do that. Trey Lance wasn't good.
I think Trey Lance is a decent quarterback.
Bro, what school did he go to? What school did he come from?
North Dakota?
How many years did he play?
I don't know.
He only played one. And then he sat out the COVID year, then he got drafted. Who else came from North Dakota?
What's the white boy?
You know him. You know him.
Yeah, what's the face that played for the Eagles?
You know Carson Wentz came
Carson
from there. Don't be
Wentz,
trying
yeah.
to act like you don't know him.
Yeah.
Now, you know why you don't know him? Because you know he sucked.
He didn't suck. He didn't suck the whole time he was in the NFL. But after those
Yeah, he
injuries
did.
piled up, he started to suck.
Let me tell you something. Doug Peterson just made sure he just masked all his imperfections. And he did it well. Because anytime you got Nick Foles coming out there winning you a Super Bowl, you know it's the system. Like, come on. Nick Foles has never been good outside
Well,
of that
look,
Eagles system.
You're right. You're right about that because Nick Foles,
Never.
he has not. But hey, at the end of the day, bro, he did what he had to do to win the Super Bowl. He took care of his business, and shit.
Wow, so you really gonna give the props to Nick Foles instead of the real MVP, which was the Eagles defense.
Bro. Okay, they played good, but he made the play happen to score the touchdown to win.
Not the Philly. So you telling me Nick Foles deserves the Philly special statue in Philadelphia?
Yeah, he got the ring, don't he?
Man, you are impossible sometimes. That's a guy, bro. Because I can't refute that. Because I know he did get the ring. I can't refute that. Man, you trapping me in the corner with that one, bro. Because you already know if you just don't. Honestly,
Hey,
at the end of the day,
man,
bro,
look, Nick
they was
Foles
just better than
deserve
the
a
Patriots that one day, bro.
look, bro. Nick Foles deserve a trophy just as much as Rocky Balboa do in Philly.
He's not even real.
He's not real,
Oh,
but
man, come on, bro.
he not real, but he got a statue, bro.
So what I don't understand, hey, no slugs and people from Philadelphia. Why do y'all have that statue? Who is Rocky really based on? That's what I've always wanted to know. Is Rocky really based on a real boxer?
I don't know. What did Rocky Marciano ever do?
Oh, he went 49-0.
Yeah. Is he from Philly?
That's a man. You making me want to Google that right now, man.
Yeah,
Where is this dude from?
Let's find that out real quick.
Yeah. Let's Google that real quick because I want to know, what is the deal with that?
Nah,
What?
he from Maryland.
Oh man, come on, man, that boy from. Oh my God! Did he fight out of Philadelphia?
Actually, he's from Massachusetts. My bad.
Man, wait a minute. I don't know. I think Joe Frazier from Philadelphia though.
Yeah, but that's clearly a white dude, bro, on the statue.
Oh no! I know that. I ain't gonna
It's
never-
Rocky Balboa, and that's all it is. It's just Rocky Balboa,
No,
and that's all
he
it is.
lived. No, he died in Philadelphia. He's actually from South Carolina. Joe Frazier.
Oh. Well, that settles that. Looking at week 8, our current week, Texans take on the Carolina Panthers. Texans coming off a bye week. Texans are 3-3. Carolina 0-6. Looking at the two top picks of the NFL draft, C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young, respectively, go against each other. And so far, C.J. Stroud has looked like the steal of the draft, coming out as the number 2 pick versus the number 1 pick, Bryce Young, who's looking kind of like a bust. But it's too early to really tell, so we'll see what both quarterbacks deliver over.
No, it's not. Don't do that. Let me tell you something. The Texans better go out here and beat the dog shit out of them. The Texans have a top 10 defense. They got a top 15 offense. God damn it, the Panthers is fucking 32 in every category.
This dude.
Don't do that. But see, I know why you're doing that Because you feel like if the Texans go out there and underestimate these shitty ass people, they might mess around and sneak up and get a victory.
That's true, especially because
Let me tell you something. I bullshit you not. I think the Panthers might go 0-17.
they ain't going 0-17. They gonna win some
Ain't
games.
nobody gonna get there. Hey, Bryce Young is not it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
He's
this,
not
bro.
it.
Robert Woods ain't playing this week. He hurt. So we got to see like where does CJ Stroud redirect his focus to when it comes to those three and shorts or three and long. When they trying to get those passes off. Robert Woods will always be like his little safety net, but now he don't really have that. So we got to see who's gonna step up and be that safety valve for him.
John Mechie.
Man, Mechie didn't get no play last week, bro. Like when
He gonna get some play this week.
I hope so, but he didn't get none last week when Tank Dell was out. So I don't know what to expect. I'm thinking it's gonna be Xavier Hutchinson, the other rookie receiver that's gonna make plays, but he questionable so far. So we'll see. Titus Howard is questionable as well. So like I said, I think it's gonna be about who's healthy, who's not, and that'll be the tell of the game. But you know me, man, I'm gonna ride with my Texans, bro. The line is 3.5 for the Texans, so I at least got us by a touchdown.
All right, so tell me this. With where the Texans are right now, they 3-3. The trade deadline coming up. Do you feel like they need to make any improvements, or you think they can just ride the rest of the season out with the roster they have right now?
Oh no, they need to make a move, especially right now because right now is the best time to make a big addition to your team, especially because you got a quarterback who's on a rookie deal. You got other players that you know that's possibly not going to be there next year, and to make a splash right now, I'm not saying give up the whole farm or anything, but if they can go get a solid ass receiver or even a solid ass pass rusher or something on the defense that's going to make an impact, I'm with it all the way, all the way. I'm willing to give up like a 3 and a 4 or something like that, but not no first round pick or whatever.
But who do you think? What do you think? What side of the ball you think they should get? Do you think they should get like something on the offensive side or something on the defensive side?
They need it on a defense more than an offense, but if the right deal is there and the right player is available, I'll take a receiver.
Man, when is Stingley coming back? He's been a real disappointment this season.
I think Stingley will be back next week. He should be good to go.
Golly.
Hopefully.
Like, he got too much talent and too much potential to always be on the sidelines with 1,000 dagging. Like, I feel like he don't work out a stretch in the off season or something.
I don't know. He came into this season supposedly been in the best shape of his life, looking the best chiseled that he has ever been, and he's injured.
You know who else? You know who else told us that lie before? Arian Foster.
Yeah, Arian Foster was just on the wrong diet. That boy was out there eating that plant-based meat and trying to hit the weights and play the way he was, right, man. And it just didn't work out for him. But you know what? A lot of that shit done got a lot better now. So, it might work out for an athlete now because you got so many options that actually have plant-based protein and stuff in it now. You probably could just kind of opt out for that. But I think as an athlete, bro, you always really need like some red meat, some chicken, the stuff that's really gonna help you go the distance.
Yeah, if anything, you should just make sure if you are getting chicken, if you're getting fish, whatever, you just want to make sure that they just eating the proper stuff.
Yeah,
before you
just eating it at moderation, But I know these athletes, like, bro, they
sure they're not eating hormones, stuff like that. But everybody different, bro. You get what you can afford, but they can afford anything. So
yeah,
they should be a whole lot better.
Truly, to be honest, bro, they eat anything. They be eating fried chicken, Popeyes, McDonald's, especially. Some of them eat that shit every day. It's just the fact that they work it off now. I think that's why you always hear like about these athletes being unhealthy and shit after they not in the NFL no more or not in college no more. But hey, It is what it is, man.
Man, I don't believe nobody eating fried chicken that's in the NFL.
Nah, they eating it, bro. They eating it. Ain't no question if ands or buts about it. They eating fried chicken. They eating better fried chicken than you probably ever have ate.
Man, hey, look, you can't do nothing. All you can do is season it a little bit better, but that's about it.
Hey, you never know with that crust, man. You never know. But let's look at these weeks, man. I mean, let's look at these games. Los Angeles Rams, Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys favorite to win. I'm gonna ride with Dallas. Minnesota, Green Bay. There's no favor in this game. Surprisingly, now this is a game to talk about. There's no
favor.
There's no favor in this game.
They really think Green Bay got a chance.
They really think Green Bay got a chance, and Minnesota just knocked off Kansas City.
Man, I'm tired of them really shit.
Not Kansas City.
Like this,
they just knocked off the 49ers. And they don't think Minnesota got a chance or Green Bay.
Disrespectful, dog.
Disrespectful to Minnesota because what has Green Bay really did to ever say that they got a chance in this game against Minnesota? Nothing.
I don't know, man. That's what I'm really confused on. This team just beat the best team in the NFL in the 49ers. And they really think that they're going to get upset by the Packers? Right. They just lost to the Broncos. The Broncos is the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, you are. All right, so
now,
go ahead.
What's the next game, bro? You just really blew my mind with that one, bro.
Atlanta and Titans, they face off against each other. Falcons favorite to win the game. You got the New Orleans Saints and Indianapolis Colts. Saints.
Whoa! Back up.
What's up?
Did you say the Titans are favored?
No, the Falcons are. Falcons favorite to beat the.
Okay, I was like, I'm like, ow.
But the line only 2.5, bro. The line only 2.5, and to be honest, I think the Titans gonna win the game.
Hey, I like this was gonna be crazy for me. Who do you think gonna have more yards? Hey, because you saw that scandal about the Falcons. They didn't want to report that Bijan Robinson was hurt.
Of course
got
they
fined
don't.
for that. They didn't put him on the. That's why he didn't play last week because he was hurt. But they didn't put him on the They didn't put him on the injury report.
Yeah, I mean you gotta think about it. That boy is a juggernaut, bro. Ain't no way they was gonna report that one. They gonna still try to run him out there with Algier and run a 2-back system. They ain't reporting that.
What does it hurt to put him on there if you know he's not playing? Because he didn't get a single snap.
Oh yeah, yeah. If he ain't playing, then yeah, you're right. You're right. If he ain't playing. But look,
why lose money behind that? That's tough.
Look, this is a must-win for the Saints, though. They favor to win the game against the Colts, and I think the Saints gonna get it done this week against the Colts because the Saints really need this win.
I don't know, man. Hey, that Colts defense looking good.
It looked good, but do you really Do you really think that the Saints is gonna go on a 3-game slide, bro, and lose 3 games in a row?
Hey, look, anything is possible.
That's facts. You got New England and Miami Dolphins. They face off against each other. 9.5 spread for Miami to win the game. Jets and Giants play against each other. Jets favorite to win by 3 points. I think the Giants gonna pull it off.
The Giants gonna win that.
Jacksonville and Steelers play against each other, and actually, I think the Steelers gonna beat y'all, man. I know the Lions say.
We own the Steelers, boy. We own the Steelers.
Yeah, y'all ain't owning them this week because I think y'all gonna be under pressure.
Boy, we own them. We've been owning them since the days of goddamn Ben Roethlisberger, Troy Polamalu.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna see how long Trevor Lawrence can stand in that pocket.
What's his name? Joey Porter Jr. Okay.
We're gonna see how long he can stand in the pocket, bro.
Get some of this Travis this weekend. Get some of this Christian Kirk in their life.
Now you know
Man, I
what?
never thought I'd say
Hey,
that, bro.
if y'all can make time for Trevor Lawrence to make a play, I believe it. I truly do believe it.
Who's starting for the Steelers?
At quarterback,
Yeah,
shit. Hopefully Kenny Pickett is back.
I hope so too, so we can win.
You think if the backup play
Good.
y'all not gonna win?
Oh man. Oh no. So if Kenny Pickett start, we gonna win by like a touchdown or a field goal. If Mitch Trubisky start, we blowing him out.
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna ride with the Steelers though. Like I said, Philly versus Washington. Washington. You know they probably gonna lose this game.
Man,
Philly is favored to win by 7 points, but that's pretty good. Looking at the spread, that means Washington got a chance.
let me tell you
Cleveland
something.
and Seattle. Seattle is favored to
Y'all
beat
need,
Cleveland by 3.5.
y'all need to trade for Terry McLaurin, bro. He needs a fresh start, bro. Trade for Chase Young too. He needs a fresh start too.
We can't have them
Y'all
all.
need a combo deal right there.
We can't have them all, but I'll take one of them. But I'm
Hey,
pretty.
look.
Hey, look,
If
I'm
y'all-
pretty
if
sure.
y'all
Look,
send a
they
second,
selling.
third,
They
or fourth,
selling Chase
or both
Young.
of them, trust me, y'all can have.
They selling Chase Young, bro.
Yeah, they selling Chase Young, bro. They selling.
Kansas City and Denver play against each other again. You already know who's gonna win that one. Kansas City by far, but it's funny because the spread is only 7 points, so they expecting something different.
No, they just gave them 7 points because they professionals, bro. You want to see them outrageous numbers in college. Let me tell you something. When I read that stat that Denver has not beaten Kansas City in 8 years, I'm like, bruh. Like, oh my God, just let it go.
You might have a point on that. Them being professionals, because there ain't no big spread lines like that. Not this week. Baltimore over
Yeah.
Arizona.
You said Baltimore and Arizona?
Yeah, Baltimore will beat Arizona.
Hey, Arizona trying though.
They're
not gonna win this game.
It's gonna be
I
competitive,
like
but
the fact that they try.
yeah, it's gonna be competitive. But yeah, Baltimore should win that game. Cincinnati and 49ers. Now that's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, now that I know that Brock Purdy has been activated.
And the 49ers are actually favored to win this game 5.5.
Yeah, because I don't know, man.
Now look,
I don't know sometimes what to say about.
Now look, check this one out, bro.
Cincinnati. I never know what I'm getting. I never know what I'm getting. I don't know if I'm getting, MVP caliber Joe Burrow. I know what I'm getting every week out of Jamar Chase. He gonna show up every game.
Nah, you gonna get MVP Joe Burrow this week. You get MVP.
Man, hell no, because Joe Mixon don't ever show up. The offensive line show up when they feel like it. Like I feel like, but you know what? I will say this though: Cincinnati is probably one of the greatest second half teams in the NFL right now, bro.
And I think Cincinnati might pull it off, bro.
Man, I can't see the 49ers losing 3 in a row though. Not 3 in a row.
That's tough, but it happens.
Yeah, you're not joking about that. But if that happens, hey, all you doing is just proving my theory right about Brock Purdy. Put in Sam Darnold.
Nah, man. If they lose, I don't think it's gonna be because of Brock Purdy, but we'll see.
It ain't gonna be because of the defense.
You right, but and not unless one of them DBs give up a big play. But check out this Sunday night game, man. Chicago and LA Chargers face off against each other. First off, why is Chicago playing Sunday night?
Bro, and you said the Texans don't have a prime time game.
We ain't got one We ain't got one prime time game. We ain't got no Thursday night, no Monday, Sunday. We ain't got nothing. But the Chicago Bears, 2-5 Chicago Bears, get a fucking Sunday night game against the LA Chargers.
But that's 2-5 teams battling out for trash supremacy. Oh man. Well,
2-5 and 2-4.
Thank you for telling me that. I won't be watching that.
And Monday night is the Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. Let's go Lions.
We know who will win now.
Let's go
We know who
Lions.
winning that one.
Let's
We know
go
who winning
Lions.
that one. We ain't even got to question who winning that one.
Hey, well, that's a wrap on the ML. I mean, that's a wrap on the NFL. Now let's switch over to MLB real quick. Talk about our disappointing Houston Astros. Houston Astros lost the series 4-3 against the Rangers. The last two games, Game 6 and 7. Uh, Game 6 9-2. Game 7 11-4. Both games at home for the Astros. Disappointing after they ran a 3-game win streak against the Rangers away in uh, Arlington, and they come home and they just can't win one game. What a letdown. Happy that Dusty Baker is retiring and looking forward to.
Man, don't say that. Dusty did his thing, bro.
Happy that Dusty
But
Baker is retiring and looking forward to seeing some new players and some new tactics because Maldonado needs to be on the side in the bullpen and calling the plays from the side instead of playing catcher out there in the field and going up to swing that sorry ass bat of his. Yeah, congrats, Houston Astros. Thank you very much for the letdown against the sorry ass Texas Rangers. Yeah, I'm pissed off.
it shows. Because you know what? I'm actually upset too. Because this is probably one of the weakest World Series ever. We have two teams that barely squeaked into the playoffs in the World Series. You got the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers.
Well, I will say this. Although both teams barely squeaked into the playoffs, both teams actually was pretty dominant throughout the season at different points of the year, and then they had some letdowns. So it could be a good series. I mean, game one it went 11 innings until the Rangers won 6-5. So you never know what you're gonna get. But to be honest, bro, I lost interest. Especially it being those two teams. Um, I don't know what to expect, but it's kind of scary to say. But the Rangers might actually win the World Series. But I'm cheering for the Diamondbacks.
You know what's crazy? And the teams that the Diamondbacks and the Rangers lost to, those are the teams that they beat. They were actually dominated by in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy part.
Yep. Yep. Because it was division teams. Division teams, man. Well,
And then, so honestly, where do you feel the Astros should go as far as like management wise at this point?
I don't know, but I think that they might need to just pull somebody up that's already in a on a rock, on a team, like in their managing, like maybe
Because
the
the
bench
crazy
coach.
part is, you got a championship team, no matter who manages.
Exactly. And I know they've been talking about somebody that's already I think their bench coach or somebody they've been talking about and hyping up, saying that he's supposed to be pretty good. So I don't really see them doing no wrong and moving him up and getting the promotion. But I'm pretty sure there's some other Hall of Fame kind of like managers out there that they can go get that could prep them
Nah,
to
they
be
don't need
ready.
that. I feel like they don't need no old school ass manager. Because we not in the scandal no more. There's no more sign stealing. They need somebody young who can actually make a aggressive play call instead of just sitting back there watching the team crumble. Like you got to know when to pull. You got to know when to pull pitchers, when to switch up the rotation, when the bats is hot. Dusty didn't do none of that in this final year.
No, Dusty.
He did none of that.
Dusty did some horrible managing, bro. Like there was several times throughout these playoffs where I was just disappointed in how Dusty managed the game. Just like him not, like you said, not pulling the pitcher out in enough time, letting people go up for bat that don't deserve to be up for bat, like Maldonado when you got bases loaded and you got maybe one out or whatever or no outs and you just need that one good hit, bro. Like Maldonado is not going to get it. I know you can trust your player, you can love your player, but some players, bro, just not made to do that. And Maldi ain't never been no good batter. So why would you allow him to go up there and try to make that big play when this play right here is really going to be, the play of the game for either team?
Yeah. And then the way we got blown out in Game 7 was just ridiculous.
Man, just game 7 was crazy because uh, the way our pitchers pitched in the game, who he put in the pitch, like I don't feel like he really pitched like like his back was against. I mean, I don't feel like he managed like his back was against the wall. I would have threw Verlander out there, bro. I would have threw
Hey, I
Ricchetti
would have
out
went
there,
full
bro.
rotation.
Like,
I would have went full rotation. I
yeah,
wouldn't have gave it because you got to treat that Game 7 like Game 7 of the World Series, and he didn't do that.
exactly.
He
Because my
treated it
thing
like it was
is,
Game
man.
1, like if we got a Game 8 or something.
Yeah,
Fuck
because
outta here, dog.
because look, if you look at it like this, bro, my thing is, man, that was what day was that? That was like what, Tuesday? Not, it wasn't Tuesday. That was like
It was Monday.
Monday. That was Monday. So if Verlander had pitched, he still got what, 4 days, 5 days to get rest.
And really, to be honest with you, all Verlander needed to do was give you like 1 or 2 innings, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all he really needed. That's all he needed to do. Just give you 1 or 2 innings, bro. So whoever the next manager is, I need y'all to be looking at another starter and a closer. We need a relief pitcher.
Hey, update, real quick. Update. Oklahoma lost. Kansas prevailed. Got the victory, 38-32.
You joking? It went to overtime?
No.
Oh wow! Hey, well, that's a massive shakeup right there.
Yeah.
That's a massive shakeup.
So it's about to get real interesting. And you know what's really crazy? Kansas State, they're 6-2. Kansas is what, like 6-2 or something like that as well. And I believe they play next week against each other. So those two teams is really gonna make some big rumbles, bro, across the Big 12 and college football.
I ain't kidding about that one. That one's gonna be good.
But
this turned out to be a good little shakeup right there.
But look, little quick update. In the Major League Soccer world, Houston Dynamo face off against Real Salt Lake at home tomorrow, which is Sunday in the playoffs. It's round 1. I think it's best of 3.
I might want to go see that.
Life needs
Man,
great
hold up.
teammates. Be there for yours.
Yeah, bro. I gotta see that one. I gotta check that one out for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
Hey, we might have to go to that one together because I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know nobody that want to go to no soccer game. So.
Hey, but the tickets is reasonable, bro.
Yeah, they like
tickets should be reasonable.
Yeah, they like $20 or something. Yeah, we might have to get up in there, man.
Yeah, I'm down for that one.
That game started at 6. No, it started at 5:00. 5:00 tomorrow. But like I said, I think it's best of 3 though. So I think Houston home tomorrow. Then they go to Salt Lake, and then they'll come back to Houston. So you know what I'm saying. We got time to decide.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Houston Rockets NBA season started. They're 0-2 so far. Lost to Orlando. Lost to San Antonio. The Orlando game was very disappointing. You know, just to open up the season, I expected better out of the Rockets players overall. Game 2 was a much better effort from the team and the players, but some of the players look lost, and some of the players, man, like Jalen Green, I'm still not really happy with the product that he's been providing.
Nah, Jalen dropped 22. Hey, that Spurs game was good all the way through. Like, now, it was a couple of, like, defensive mishaps. And, you know, Jabari Smith should not be holding Wemby. I don't care what anybody thinks. He should not be holding Wemby.
Well, look,
that's just dumb.
To be honest, bro, they really ain't got nobody that can hold Wemby that's that tall. But you just kind of got to roll with what you got. I ain't really got much to say about the NBA, man. You know, it's still early. They still got 80 games left. But hopefully the Rockets get it together.
Yeah, a lot of the games are looking competitive. Hey, Jokic, you looking like you're going for MVP again, my boy, because you playing damn good. You too, Luka.
all the NBA stars is looking like they supposed to be looking overall. You want to say that, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like the Rockets gonna get it together. And what I saw last night compared to the Orlando game, they looked much better. They looked better on defense, even though they let it slip away in the fourth quarter, going into overtime. The first 3 quarters and halfway through the fourth, they looked very competitive. You know, Doku, he knew when to make certain transitions, when to make good substitutions. Everybody, was in double digits as far as like the starting lineup goes, as far as points. It was a very good effort, very good. I'm mad at the loss, but I'm not mad at the effort that they displayed at all.
Oh yeah, and then now the one player I will highlight on this Rockets team is Sengun. Like that boy, hey bro, that post game is amazing. When he do the little fade and turn around, it's money every time. And I'm happy to see the progress out of him. Like I think out of all of the young players we got, he's the one that's shining the brightest. Jalen Green, like I said, I think Jalen Green is okay, but I don't think he's gonna be what we expected him to be. To be totally honest, I think he's eventually just gonna be a regular starter. Um, and possibly they probably should just start diverting the ball strictly through Sengun and going from there, and then playing through Jalen and Van Vliet and the rest of them. Jabari, I don't know. Like I said, it's still too early to really tell how he has improved. We got to see what he do in the next 25, 30 games. But
He need isolation plays.
yeah, but I would say so far, from the 2 games that I've seen, he's looked like the same Jabari Smith to me.
Yeah, he looked so slow on transition defense, and then when he got blocked twice in a row by Wemby, I'm like, bro, kick the ball out, bro, kick the ball out.
Yeah, and then then Jalen Green, in the last game against Orlando, he was getting blocked. He got blocked twice by Jonathan Isaac. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just not. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. I know it's weak. I know it's two games in. It's still too early to tell, but I'm just not really happy with the players. I don't know if it's really the coaching because Emi Udoka is a pretty good coach as far as I know.
But I feel like, but if you look at game 1 and game 2 of the season, it's a dramatic. It was like night and day as far as like the transition. And I feel like Orlando, yeah, they do have talent, but outside of Franz and Paulo, they don't really Jonathan Bender's okay, or Jonathan Isaac, or whatever his name is. Like he okay, but they just have like a whole bunch of role players, but they let Marquez Folk get hot. They let Cole Anthony get hot. So I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. They play Golden State on Sunday, so we looking at possibly going 0-3 before we get our first victory
Wait a minute,
against
when they play Golden State?
this Sunday. And
Okay.
then we're gonna be playing Charlotte. So that
Okay.
we'll probably end up
I don't
being
know.
1-3.
Hey, Brandon Miller was looking good in this opening debut, and you already know we need somebody that's gonna hold LaMelo. So I don't know, man. I feel like they got opportunities, but they really need to take advantage of them.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, they gonna have to get better, bro. Um, last thing we gotta talk about. I realized that the big fight was today.
Yeah, I
Fury,
thought it was tonight. It's in the middle of the day. What
yeah,
kind of crap is that?
Fury and Ngannou. Who you got in this fight? What you
Oh
expect?
man, I'm riding. I'm riding with the one man that can always, get it right for me.
Tyson Fury.
I'm going with Tyson Fury. I got to go with the Gypsy King, bro. He's the better boxer, bro.
Yeah, I mean when you look at it like that, as far as like who gonna score the points, who got the experience in boxing and stuff like that, it's easy to go with Tyson Fury. Only way Ngannou I think really get this win is probably by knockout because I just don't really see him really prepared to just jump in a ring and box 12 rounds, bro. Versus doing UFC. That's just a totally different workout, different technique and strategy. So I agree, man. Tyson Fury probably all the way.
Yeah, because Tyson Fury is not only he's a more skilled boxer, like I feel like basically it's gonna be just basically they just gonna be just two brutes just going at it.
Yeah.
I don't really like it's not gonna be like Deontay Wilder, like wild brawling like that.
Nah.
It's gonna be real boxing.
I don't know if it's gonna be real boxing. I think Ngannou gonna be brawling, and he might accidentally almost try to kick that boy. You know, he might forget.
I hope not, because that's gonna really fight. But you never know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But other than that, man, I think that's it. You know what I'm saying, we covered everything. It's been a good session here, bro.
Oh yeah, as always, man.
Man, we got to get it back in person though, you know, because it's always just better when we doing it in person. But
always, man. Hey, but you know, I had fun either way though, bro.
Yep. Well, people, that's another episode of the HSC. I appreciate everybody for listening. I know it's another good long one, but like I said, we covered all the major factors. Thank you.
Hey, y'all stay safe, man.